One thing that I've noticed about having this channel is that I'm a hater. And I'm okay with that because the people that I hate on deserve it every single time. Like, yeah, I throw shade at a lot of people, but I'm no Twitter, okay? I'm not canceling people for farting too loud. I'm hating for legitimate reasons and also because I'm a hater. And I've been one for a long time. But the person that has been on the very top of my shit list since it's even been written, I haven't talked about a single time because she honestly hasn't done anything that I could talk about for a really long time. But it finally happened. Mia Khalifa started doing porn again. And I've been waiting for this moment for so fucking long. Just like 99% of males. But my reason is completely different. I fucking despise Mia Khalifa. And I will claim the #1 hater trophy with pride because holy shit, I could not think of a more delusional, straight up detached from reality motherfucker on the planet. I've seen delusion. Trust me, I've seen a lot of it. But none of it comes anywhere close to the level of Mia Khalifa. This motherfucker is borderline brain dead. If you didn't know, Mia Khalifa basically started doing porn when she was like barely an adult. I think she was like 20 or 21. Very young. This woman was fucking useless. So she did what every other hot but useless woman does, and she just sold her body online. Except the only difference is she fucking blew up and became like the #1 porn star to exist. Just did fucking numbers. And this is honestly the reason why I don't like her. Because, you know, obviously the fame and the numbers got to her head, right? I mean, just like how it does with every other porn star in the world. I mean, their heads are fucking empty in the first place. Might as well let something in there. And what better than a massive fame-fueled ego, right? I mean, what could go wrong with that? Literally all of them have it. But because Mia Khalifa is like the fucking founding father of internet whores, her massive ego has just been sitting there brewing. And I mean, it aged like fucking milk. She just says the dumbest shit. I used this clip just the other day to explain how stupid something was, because this is honestly the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
And being in the army is worse than being on OnlyFans.
Wow.
You're selling your body to the government.
Like how could you even confidently make a comment like that? I couldn't even say that as a joke and keep a straight face. Like, genuinely, that is fucking retarded. But whatever, I'm getting sidetracked. We're talking about how she came back to porn. Basically, she started out young, whatever. Then she decided to quit doing porn and use her massive brain to pursue something else. But here's where the fucking delusion starts. She could have just peacefully left, right? She could have taken the 1% of her dignity that she had left and just gone. It just completely gone on with her life. She could have done that, but no. Instead, she had to do multiple interviews where she just shits on the porn industry as if she wasn't the entirety of the industry. And in these interviews, she again just says the stupidest shit. I mean, she literally goes into detail about how she got into porn in the first place. And it's this drawn out clip, so I'm not going to show it. But basically, she just says that she was approached by some guy who, you know, wanted her to do modeling. And then it went to nude modeling. And then it went to porn, right? Never once did she say that this dude raped her or did anything like that. But in the same interview, she says multiple times that she was forced into it. She's like, guys, I swear I'm not a whore. I got forced in. I didn't want to do it. That's just cope, bro. That's just cope the whole time. It's just filled with fucking cope. But then she goes into detail about like certain videos, right? And there's one, it's just fucking insanely stupid.
You were wearing the Islamic headscarf, often known as hijab. And of course, then it developed into a sort of a sex scene. You must have known how provocative that was.
I verbatim told them, you guys are going to get me killed.
And they said?
They just laughed.
Why didn't you then say, I'm not doing it?
Intimidation. I was scared.
But
I knew that if I said no, it would, you know, they're not going to force you to do it. At that point, that's rape. No one's going to force you to have sex. But I was still scared. I mean,
So she says that she was intimidated and scared, but then instantly says, "Oh, well, I mean, I could have just gotten out of it. I mean, what? They're not gonna rape me. Like, why the fuck didn't you? Why didn't you get out of it? That's like I don't fucking get it." She says she's scared, then disproves the only possible thing that she could have been scared of. So, what are you scared of, the fucking boogeyman? Like, what is it? I mean, what are you scared of? Nothing? Like, bro, at a certain point, you have to admit that you weren't scared and you wanted to do it. You did it because you knew you'd get paid. Like what is this fucking coping bullshit where you're like, well, I was just scared into it. No, the fuck you weren't. No, the fuck you weren't. Right? Like, there's no possible way that you were scared onto a dick. That's that's not a thing. That doesn't exist. You're fucking lying. And you know what? The coping gets even worse.
Have you ever felt scared to, not scared, but nervous to speak up and say something at a restaurant when your food's not right and the waiter comes by and says, how is everything? I was intimidated. I was nervous.
Dude, I've seen this clip multiple times, and every time a piece of my brain just fucking dies. What? You're gonna compare refusing to say no to sex to fucking not complaining about your food? That is a terrible comparison. That is like fucking, hey, dumbass. The difference is if you complain about your food, you slightly inconvenience some people. But if you say no to a scene where you wear a fucking hijab, you're literally saving yourself from completely disrespecting and low-key shitting on an entire fucking religion. So it could not be any different. Okay, that is a fucking terrible comparison. And it's just borderline not a good excuse. That's insane. I can't even fucking believe that she would think that would cover her ass. She's like, guys, come on. Don't you get nervous? It's like, what? I think if I was nervous in that situation, I still would have fucking said no. Like, the nervousness of telling a waitress that you don't like your food isn't that high. You just don't do it because it doesn't fucking matter. I'm sure that you were insanely nervous in this situation, but it matters way more. It outweighs your nervousness. You should have just said no, but you didn't. Because you wanted a paycheck. Like, that's just simple. Don't fucking lie. And here's the thing. I do like the fact that she's speaking up against the whole porn industry because it is a bad thing, okay? They are very predatory. But I hate how she makes it so much about her as if they were predatory to her. They fucking asked her verbatim, like, hey, you've been doing good in modeling. Do you want to do porn? It wasn't like they forced her into it. They didn't get her to like sign some random ass contract that she, like there was a contract, but it wasn't in there like, you're going to do modeling. Actually, you're going to do porn. It's like, that's not how that fucking worked. They asked her and she's like, sure. I don't get it. Why the fuck does she talk about it as if she was completely forced into it? She willingly said, okay. And here's the thing that pisses me off. She acts like her life is so fucking hard. Like, she has faced so much. That's literally all she talks about. Like, that's her thing, right? Is acting like she's some kind of fucking soldier. Yeah, she definitely didn't have the best childhood, but that's not her fault, right? I totally understand claiming that as like trauma. It definitely is. But her not having a good adult life is all her fucking fault. Literally no one forced her into doing. No one at all. And sure as shit, no one forced her into saying the stupid stuff that she says. That's all her. And she acts like she's just gone through all this shit. It's like, dog, you put yourself in those situations. That is on you. No one fucking pities you at all. And no one should. It is honestly so stupid that there are people who pity her. I know I just said no one does, but there are people who pity her. And it's just fucking simps. Like, it's insane. There are so many other people that you could feel bad about, right? There's fucking like kids starving, right? But you horny ass losers are like, I feel so bad for Mia Khalifa. She did her own will, but they forced her to do it. She's had such a hard life. Like, bro, come on, man. First of all, that's not gonna get you laid, dog. That's gonna do the fucking opposite. And second, bro, what the fuck are you doing? You guys understand that she's rich, insanely rich because of porn? And you guys constantly defending her is the only thing keeping her relevant. Like, she would stop if everyone was shitting on her. If everyone. But no, there's this group of losers. They're like, hey, she's right. Dude, who are you trying to fucking impress here? Because she doesn't even know you exist, dog. So you're not impressing her. You're just keeping her relevant. It's so fucking stupid. I fucking hate simps. They're fucking stupid. Anyways. She goes against the porn industry, and she makes it like her whole personality, right? Like, she's on the fucking front lines of the fight against porn. She's the goddamn George Washington of the porn war, okay? She's going on interviews, talking about how they mistreated her. She's on the news talking about it. She goes to podcasts. She's real fucking vocal about how terrible porn is and that it's the worst fucking thing ever. And then she starts doing porn again. Naturally, right? Because, like I said earlier, she's useless. I'm like, it's a fucking joke at this point, dude. It is always the people who are worth nothing that bitch the most. Like, it's embarrassing, bro. She goes into interviews crying. Oh, I've been mistreated and all this bullshit. And then she goes right back to the only thing she's good at. The same thing that she claims mistreats her. Mistreated you. You did fucking nothing and got insanely famous and insanely rich. You did nothing. I literally cannot see that as being mistreated for even a fucking second. What, you got bullied a little bit? Who the fuck cares? Why are you such a crybaby? Like, what? Saying you got mistreated by the thing that made you rich is insane. It's fucking insane. But then she goes right back to it. Like, I mean, nobody's fucking surprised. Nobody. And the reactions are exactly what you'd expect them to be. Rent must be due. Nah, on God, bro. It's all about the whole, oh, well, porn's really bad, and actually they mistreated me. It's all about that until the fucking money's a little low. And then she's like, guys, I didn't mean it, okay? It's like, dude, you're a fucking loser, man. When will you appear crying again on BBC, the news one? Yeah, no, I mean, really got to specify that one, because she has done both. And it's going to happen again, okay? In the same fucking order it happened last time. She's going to cry on BBC, get a bunch of money, have an epiphany that she's better than that, then she's going to go cry on BBC. Rinse and repeat. That's all she's fucking good at. That's literally it. Sometimes you confuse me. Some days you talk about how you hate being sexualized, then you go ahead the next day and do something like this. That is exactly my point. She is the number one porn hater while simultaneously being the number one porn star. I don't fucking get it. You are literally your own arch nemesis. Like, you are the face of porn while also trying to be the person taking down porn, okay? You're not fucking Light Yagami, dogs. Chill the fuck out, okay? Pick a side. You don't get some cool ass story, okay? You're not a fucking hero. Just pick a side, okay? Do you like porn or not? Stop making stupid people famous. Yeah, honestly, if you can take anything from this whole situation, it's that people like her that are just fucking retarded shouldn't be famous. It goes straight to their head because, like I said earlier, there's plenty of room in that head, right? There's no fucking brain there. Trust me. There's a lot of room. And they just do stupid shit. That's all they do. They should have never been famous in the first place. I don't get it, but whatever. Horny people, I guess. That's literally it. It's the only fucking reason she even exists. It's just insane, dude. Because the only thing she does is she just shits on porn and, like, just all of it. But she doesn't understand. I mean, she probably does understand, but she's just too fucking delusional to, like, say it. The only reason she's ever made a fucking dollar in her life is because of the porn industry. That's literally it. It's like, you can hate on them all you want. They built you. They fucking made you. Whatever. There's a lot more about Mia Khalifa that I could talk about. Like how she gives marriage advice and how she acts like men don't only want her for her body and that she's like some kind of perfect woman. Dude, she's fucking insane. I genuinely couldn't think of a dumber person at all. Yeah, there's a lot I could cover, but for this specific topic, I think I'm kicking a dead horse at this point. So that being said, sub to the channel, join the Discord. I'm going to go talk shit about commentary channels on the news.